We just left the yacht club and met some people. And it turns out
they've had first-hand accounts of people getting into Madagascar. And it's certain ports. So it's the country as a whole is not open to sailors, cruisers, entry by yacht, any sort. But certain districts are opening up.
this is the beauty of cruising and sailing on your own boat. You get to change your mind all the time. What happens when we go home to Canada is
We plan.
our friends and our family are like, they want to make plans, and we're like, yeah, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day.
The problem is people have real jobs and we have YouTube, and YouTube is amazing in a weird way.
I'm Ben, that's Ashley. Together, we did the unimaginable. We sold everything and then set off on a mission to sail around the world.
Civilization. See you later.
28 countries later and over 25,000 nautical miles, we are only halfway around the world.
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Subscribe to follow the adventure as we finish this lap.
Jerry's are full, sun's going down on hopefully our last night in my yacht. Trying to get a couple videos done for you guys, and this will be one of them, I'm pretty sure.
When you see this video, we will be somewhere off the coast of Madagascar, making our way south. We have...
I'll be right back.
Bodhi, what do you got? Anytime Willa is not watching, he grabs her purse and her grandpa bunny. Those are her two favorite things in this world. She loves them more than her parents, I think. This way, Bodhi, run! This way! This way, Bodhi! Oh, that's nice of you, Willa. Thank you.
After having crossed the Indian Ocean east to west, we have started the journey south to get around Africa. The upcoming leg takes us from this tiny French island called Mayotte over to Madagascar.
Good size, eh?
It'll only take us 24 hours to get there, but it'll be a completely different world. Once there, we'll hop down the coast until we get far enough south to shoot across the Mozambique Channel and continue around the Cape of Good Hope.
We will not likely have internet because we don't have Starlink yet. Yeah, we'll be somewhere down there. Our patrons have access to our live vessel tracker, so we're posting updates there. But if you're not a patron, we just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for checking in today.
We are adventuring again, and it's been a long time, I feel like, since we've done that. We've been in a lot of very civilized places that aren't so adventurous. So we've been in my yacht just a week and a half, and it's a quick stop here. It's not a huge place. We've seen a bit of the lagoon, we've seen a bit of the yacht club, we've seen a bit of land, we've seen a bit of the grocery store. It has been an absolute mission to leave here. We'll tell you a bit about our diesel saga and a little bit about where we're heading and why you're seeing this sort of rather different video, and then we'll pop back to my yacht next videos.
Parts of Madagascar just opened up. Not the northern tip, Nosy Be, they're not allowing yachts in, but just south of there in a place called Mujanga, they are opening up. The port captain has said, yes, you can come. So we are not actually gonna go to Mujanga because there's some security concerns, but it allows us to transit through the country, and that's our goal, is to tread lightly, anchor when we can to reduce our overall weather window, overall exposure offshore to Richards Bay, South Africa, and it's going to be wonderful to see some of Madagascar. We are so delighted to be adventuring again.
And our true destination down the coast of Madagascar is this buses to India, and I think every South African we've ever met has said,
go to buses to India.
And I don't understand why. So we'll have to tell you, we'll have to hit a good window. It has to be calm because there's no anchorage really. You just hang off the edge of a reef. It's a tiny atoll. And I don't know what the big deal is about
I know
this
what
place.
the big deal is. Fishing, insane fishing, and insane sharks. There's apparently big bronzies, big sharks there.
Yeah, we don't even know.
We've heard stories of you put your foot in the water and the sharks come up. So we'll see. We probably won't be swimming too much, but it'll be an epic place to stop and film a little.
Yeah, so we're really looking forward to that, and really the only way to go there is if we go down the coast of Madagascar. So we are going to just pop along the coast, not spending more than a night or two in each spot, and making our way south as quickly as we possible to get to bus us to India.
Check this out though, right here is the army base.
Navy,
I guess.
I think it's French Navy.
They've been training hardcore today. We saw them swimming with their packs and their rifles on top from all the way out there, all the way in there. Then they had a course where they had to climb up ropes and over stuff and under stuff in the water. It's cool. It's cool to be in a place where there's literally like army and navy dudes going by with rifles, like practicing. There's no war here right now, just some petty theft. Funny story. So I made it to shore. I made it to the gas station, but you're not allowed to take fuel by jerry can due to supply measures. I guess I don't know what to do now. We are sucking diesel out of our built-in tanks because they won't sell us diesel in jerry cans. So we are sucking the diesel out, putting it in jerry cans, then we're going to pull into the dock, and then we're going to refill these tanks. This is part of sailing around the world. You're presented a set of problems and you solve them. And sometimes it's really dumb how you have to solve them. Today, tonight, all night tonight, I am emptying our tanks with a vacuum pump.
And you've tried so many ways.
I've tried snaking a hose down the fill intake. So I thought I was being like proactive and put all our diesel jerrys in the diesel tanks because I want to take the diesel jerrys in to get refilled before we head down south to South Africa.
You want to cycle the fuel?
Yeah, I want to cycle through the fuel. So, and then I take my diesel jerry cans in, and they're like, no, we won't fill them because you might turn around and sell them because we're selling them to you at a tax-free rate. So now I'm sucking the diesel back out of the tanks into the jerrys so that we can take the big boat in because they'll fill up the big boat but not the jerry cans. Does that all make sense?
It's ridiculous.
Operation ridiculous, but their rules, not mine. Their country.
Did you get it in this time?
No. Trying all sorts of stuff.
What's the problem?
Attached a smaller hose to this hose. Trying to turn it to get it past the 90 degree to go into the tank.
Go, Dad, go! Go, Dad, go!
Anyway, so I have to do with a vacuum pump. Long story.
Slow.
But it just really goes to show how much we are wanting to go to Madagascar. We're willing to make it happen and willing to put in the hours, many hours, to suck diesel out of our tanks into jerry cans because we want to see Madagascar. This is for filling tankers.
No, it's for filling ferries.
It's for filling ferries. But I've got it on the minimum setting. It's just eking out a little bit.
Just wait, the pump just stopped.
Is that what you said?
No. Well, we're getting diesel.
We're getting diesel. I think it's gonna happen. We're actually gonna go to Madagascar. Exciting.
This was a big deal for us. Actually, it's been making us quite anxious, this diesel. We weren't sure we would get it, and we were very nervous. It would have had to change our plans because we were not comfortable taking the longer route with the shorter hops down without extra diesel. It's not that we even motor law. It's just that if there is no wind, and we are going through an area where there can be no wind, if there's a system coming up and you have to make port or else something bad will happen, you need to be able to diesel. 104. Not full yet. So now we have a little bit extra diesel. We're a lot more comfortable and we feel really good about it. But this took us a week. Took us a week to get.
There's actually something really sad happening on the other side of the dock. We're not going to show you, but some migrants have been brought in by the gendarme, and they don't look to be in very good shape. They've come from the Comoros, and they've brought their little panga, their little fiberglass single-engine monohull, and they're just laying on the dock. They may be injured, they may not be injured, but they're treating them very well here in the Seychelles in terms of bringing them into the hospital and getting the care they need. Sad, very sad for people to be in that desperate of a state.
I'm gonna go check it.
Puts things into reality.
Yeah, it really puts things into perspective. You're only half a tank.
Puts things into perspective when, yeah, you realize most of us have good jobs, paying jobs. We can feed ourselves, and you know, our problems are minor when it comes to trying to secure diesel.
It's truly heartbreaking. I mean, they've got their possessions wrapped up in tape, and it's so hard to watch. And they're so desperate to make this journey. It's far. It's not an easy journey. In little boats, and you just gotta wonder how many don't get caught. But the gendarme here patrol constantly. They're so vigilant. They're constantly roaming around in their boats, and I'm not surprised that they pick up so many of these migrants. Our friends filled up the other day, and they had another boat of migrants in at the dock at the same time. So yeah, and it's an elderly woman. They look frail. They can hardly walk. I mean, it must have been quite a journey, and the gendarme have them wrapped in the space blanket things, and they're taking care of them. They're being so gentle, which is so good to see. So yeah, reality of life is you forget how good you have it sometimes. So it's a good reminder that there's a lot of suffering in this world.
We are so excited to be out there traveling again and adventuring off into far off lands. It's something we've missed over the years, and especially with COVID and children, and I don't know, just being more tied down. We are absolutely thrilled with what's in store for the next months and really years. We've also hired a remote assistant who we can send low-res pictures and text, and she'll upload those to Patreon for us because we can't actually load that website. We are looking into Starlink, and hopefully we'll have Starlink for our Atlantic crossing, so that's really exciting.
It was a lot of debate whether we had left or right heading south out of my yacht, and we are so stoked. We are so stoked to be off sailing in a week. I mean, we've only been here a week and a half. We haven't been here that long, but we're so yeah, hopefully there's another video. If there's not another video after this one, then we are really stuck somewhere with no internet for a long time, because that will be 3-4 weeks with no internet. So yeah. Thanks for bearing with us on this update, and I hope you enjoy
Christmas. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I hope we can put a video out before then, but you know, maybe we should wish you Happy Thanksgiving to the Americans.
So I think we're going to Madagascar.